EA Sports. It's in the game.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't even see about what they say. They just have to feel like we can get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. They came out of rules, that's what paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. An early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger. 2 of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line.
Harrison Smith on
A look at the numbers for Mac from last week. 19 carries, 82 yards.
When I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Rivers. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
Still churning. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And some room to work. 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Alexander Madison, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw is going to be incomplete.
No good on the fake extra point.
I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
Rivers sacked. A fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
For Zach Pascal.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
And 10.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he fends him off. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. A second down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Cousins on first down. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Adam Thielen. Touchdown.
Adam Thielen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Kick is good.
Bailey got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Colts 3. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. You continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up third.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll drop to throw. It quickly to Thielen here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass.
Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him.
48-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
Rivers.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Rodrigo.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
20. Colts 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jaleel Johnson coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
Kickoff for Minnesota.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shamar Stephen. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Vikings 27.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Oh, he sheds himself free. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Bailey got the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Rivers to Hilton there. First down, Indy. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will extend this big lead.
Kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Rivers pass.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Accepted by the Vikings.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to office selected.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as we get right back to it in the third quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
2nd and 4.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
1st down. Here's Cousins. This is caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To go.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
To number 19.
Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Cousins to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Matt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Fumble on the play.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
He was taken down by DeForest.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up second.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The 3rd quarter of play.
Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop it.
He's brought down
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
1-yard gain.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39.
A gain of
A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 46 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. but to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On second down, Cousins again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This certainly has not been the start to the season that they were hoping for. Well on their way to an 0-2 start. And they go to work again here now in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24.
To throw again. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
Irv Smith Jr.
Irv Smith Jr. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. As that lead, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
Too.
Rivers on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Shamar Stephen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Rivers in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A.J. Osborne.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and goal.
Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next. This is the development trait. Superstar and super. This is the ability. This player has a zone ability. This is a power. This player's development trait is hidden. Put this player in your lineup.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.